Okay guys, so welcome back to another one here on the channel. I haven't done this series since the start of the year actually. It's why I think X car will be a future classic. It's just giving my honest opinion on cars that I think may go up in value. They may just be a cool car in the future. Whatever it may be, I give my opinion here. Hopefully you enjoy. If you do, leave a like and subscribe. Comment your thoughts. Today we are talking about the MX5, which I've had 4 of them. Truth be told, I don't like them, but it's one of them, if you can't beat them, join them kind of things. These cars are 99% going to go up in price, up in value. We're going to be talking about why today. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy. Comment your thoughts. Let's crack on. So firstly, just going back to like the history of the MX5, pretty much revived the two-seater sports car. They were kind of past their day. It was a big risk for them to make the MX5. They did it. It really did pay off. And it revived the two-seater sports car, which most of us know and love today. If you see an MX5, you know it's an MX5. The styling is as much as I don't like them, I can admit the styling is 10/10. They look timeless from the very first one, the Mark 1, all the way to whatever they're on now, the Mark 4, I think it is. And despite the Alpha, not the Alpha, the Fiat 124, despite it being based on the MX5, you can still tell which one's which I think says a lot about the MX5 and how timeless it is, as I said from the start, right up till now. It's also known by all. When I picked it up, I noticed my grandparents knew exactly what the car was, and they don't know what a lot of my cars are. I don't know if that's like a universal thing, but from what I've seen, the MX5 is known by all generations, whether it be like the young kids who dream to one day drive, the people who have just got into driving, or like the older people who grew up around the MX5s. I'm 99% sure everyone knows and borderline loves the MX5, which I think says a lot about the pedigree that it's come from. They're good to race, they're good to drift. I think they're just good all-round cars, and that's quite hard to find these days. So that is a big reason as to why I think these are going to go up in price. Speaking of they're good to drift, obviously they're a cheap rear-wheel drive car. They do get crashed, they do get spun out. I think even one of mine was a Cat S, which means it's had an accident at some point in its life. They're easy to get a hold of, which means they're easy to fall in the wrong hands. As the years go on, even from now to be honest, finding a mint one, like low owners, clean one, is getting quite hard. Not to say you shouldn't have your fun in it, you shouldn't add your own spin to the car, not literally, but yeah, a mint, clean, like standard one, they are coming quite hard to find, and I think I've seen the prices creep up more and more. I got my first one in 2018, and even from now till then, I've seen the Mark 1 fly in price, and I think the Mark 2 is starting to head up in price as well, because they were always like the cheap. Nobody wanted the Mark 2, everyone wants the Mark 1, but the Mark 2 is actually the better car. It's got a better engine, it's got 6 gears, it's just a better car all round. The Mark 1, all it's got is the pop-up headlights. That's all people know them for. That's really all they've got. I truly do think it's only a matter of time until all of the other shapes do start to follow. I think the Mark 3 is where it's a grey area. They're cool, but I don't think their time will come. I think the Mark 2 has got a very good chance of going up, and I think the Mark 1 has still got a lot of climbing to do in price. And to be honest, the main reason why I think this car will go up in price is similar to what I said with the pop-up lights. It's a Japanese car. They're just cool. Whether you're a kid or a young person or like an older person, Japanese cars are cool. Whether it be an MX5 or a Toyota Chaser, Toyota Supra, Nissan Skyline, these are all poster cars, dream cars that we've all had since a young age. The MX5, while it may not be on your poster, it's still like a dream car. It's that Japanese fun, cheap, easy car. It has got the recipe to be a future classic. Let me know your thoughts, but I'm confident in the fact that these will go up in price. I think they're a very safe place to invest. I think they just tick every box for like all the Japanese cars that have gone up in price. The Skylines went up being a Japanese, like, let's face it, a standard Skyline, a standard Supra, they ain't actually that special. They're cool when you put the work and time into them, but as standard cars, they ain't anything special, but it's the hype, it's the pedigree, the background that builds these cars up. And I think the MX5, especially the Mark One, that is going to start climbing if it hasn't climbed already. Maybe I'm wrong. Do put it in the comments. I hope you enjoy this kind of style. If you do, leave a like and subscribe, as I said, and hopefully I'll see you again. Cheers.